team in the country, the Auburn Tigers. The Bulldogs about to kick it away and get this season started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Auburn Tigers offense will get the ball first. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page. Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game, because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live, so... And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Coffee. Here's a heat. Caught over the middle. It's Dalton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and look for room. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Fresno State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for a senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. All right, guys, let's chat about Fresno State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that.
It's a seam wide open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Fresno State. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Hauls it in.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Takes the easy one to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Oh, they're after him. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls in.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Motion from the back. Got the quick completion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take a second to talk about Fresno State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
To throw, it's Hubbard. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Sets up the screen. Turning it on. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They go to the draw. No more room to run as this defense rises up on third down, and now it's fourth down from the 22. So now on comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Snow. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Surging forward on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner goes down. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hubbard. Quick completion on the out. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Bulldog. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team and see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. The toss sweep to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Dropping back, it's Hubbard. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, after that incompletion now, you got fourth down in your own end, but based on the fact they've scored 2 touchdowns and kicked a field goal now, they've been looking pretty good. And if I'm the head coach, I think I'm putting a lot of faith and trust in my offense to go get this thing.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Right on the money. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Tempo and overdrive.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Rush is on him. Working that left side. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Hunt is on its way. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Back to pass. It's Hubbard. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Hubbard. Looking down the middle. Complete to the right. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the move. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Here's the pressure. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then go.
There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Fresno State right back to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And look, justice missing tackles. He now has 80 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. Lost the throw on first down off the play fake. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Just a really nice job defensively, too, not giving up on the play, right? You didn't sack him initially, but guys were still in hot pursuit and chasing. And this front 7 defensively, they've got a lot of speed and athleticism, and they're able to stay on the quarterback's heels and force him out of bounds for a loss.
They're setting up the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quick completion on the out route. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun to give, looking for room. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. To the air, it's Hubbard. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
We can't do that.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Fresno State hoping to convert on 4th down. Let's go. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick strike complete. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. So here comes the Auburn offense.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Got him downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown Auburn. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football. Try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Looking downfield on 1st down. On the move, he fires. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
No.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion. And not just that, after a couple completions back to back to back, almost throws a pick.
Back to throw, it's Hubbard. Fires left. He makes the catch. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And with that one. He's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Looking to scramble. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Got his man quickly. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They want to throw it. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. And down he goes back at the 3.
I wonder if the offensive coordinator is wishing he would have tried running the football a couple plays ago, because the windows are so small to throw into down here. You've had an incompletion. You've now given up a sack. It's going to make this 3rd down really tricky.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll keep it himself. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that play.
Plucks it out of the air. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Using his feet to buy time. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Yeah, and you see they keep creeping the running backs out in the flat right there. He slips them out to the right, gets him the football quickly. But this defense, man, I'll tell you what, you talk about speed, seeing things, reacting, and going and getting them on the ground. Really nice job.
And the Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll run the sneak for it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Let's send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Hubbard.
No shit. Yep.
It's picked off, and they
It's the
ruin the drive
wrong
with a
fucking
turnover.
button.
He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
That's what you get for staying up drinking all day.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He lets one fly deep.
No
He's
fucking
got it on
way,
the
dude.
outside. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The throw. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Bulldogs backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Bringing it back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Fresno State right back to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Going right and going deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Here's the handoff. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flat.
Breaks into the open. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He's open on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Back to pass, it's Coffee. And finds a soft spot. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. He's going to run it. Takes it on the shovel.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch with these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Splits the uprights. Good. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Hubbard. Got his man. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. To the air on 1st down. It's caught. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Lost a throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. Fresno State right back to the line. Wants to throw again. Got his man on the right. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Back open in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proved it. Like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against the...
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Looking downfield, it's Coffee. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Here's a throw downfield late. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they...